So I'm joined by James Omomotola, a sports podcaster, content writer, who joins us from London to talk about some of the games from last night and the big game tonight. James, thank you for your time. Let's start with the action from last night. Two narrow victories, one home, one away. Would you say those two ties are still hanging in the balance?
Of course, very much likely they're hanging in the balance, especially with the PSG game. I just don't understand why PSG, after so many years, they just can't seem to find the last minute, action to just make a game and get what they've always. That's the holy grail they've been spending money on for the last 12 years. And it's like at the last hurdle, they just can't do it. But I give them a good chance coming to Bayern Munich, to the alliance. They might make it past Bayern because if you look at what happened when Mbappe was brought on, it was a completely different game.
Yeah.
But before then, it was just like.
So, because there's no away goals anymore, it gives you a chance. 2-1 victory, level the tie, and all of that. So it's still in the balance. But Spurs, though, would you say that 1-0 is a very good result for them, considering all the injury worries they had going into the game?
Well, I've always said people don't, applaud Antonio Conte enough. Okay? As far as I'm concerned, Tottenham, they've got a good chance. They have a top manager in place, and he's full of tricks. He's a experienced manager, and I won't be surprised if, when they come to Tottenham, they beat AC Milan, because AC Milan to themselves seems can't find they can't just change gear to get the second goal, and you can see Tottenham would have easily equalized, but let's leave it. So, like you said, the two games are still hanging in the balance.
Okay, and definitely Spurs know that they will have a few more players back before the second leg, which is about 3 weeks, so there's time to recover some of their players. But let's go to the elephant in the room, the big game tonight.
Okay.
Arsenal at home to Manchester City, the top two.
Yes,
you do feel that this is very significant in the sense that if Man City were to win this, Arsenal, you don't know what's going to happen. But if Arsenal wins this, you do get the feeling maybe they're strong enough mentally and squad-wise to win the title this season.
Okay, first of all, let me quickly just say something. I think most people are underestimating this Arsenal team. Okay, we just don't see the difference between this team and the teams of the past. I rate this team. In fact, in my view, they're still a favorite. Don't forget the usual suspects who compete for the titleship, the Man Cities, the Chelseas. They are all faltering. This is not the Man City we're used to. They are not winning 6, 7, 8, 9 games on the trot. They are losing, they're drawing. So Arsenal, for the first time, they blipped this season, losing to Everton and then drawing 2 points against Brentford. But still, you have to look at the cup game played a couple of weeks ago when Arsenal, in the first half of that game, Arsenal outplayed Man City. They created more chances, they played better. So, in my view, it's a 50-50 game, but I rate Arsenal tonight. I know most people don't see that way because of the depth in squad Man City have over Arsenal. But that's been irrelevant all season. We have seen it. Man City just can't get out of that gear to move, to another gear. They're not doing it, and because they're not doing it, Arteta seems to be the man who knows how to prepare.
So who's your money on tonight? And I don't think it's a title decider yet, but who's your money on tonight?
You're right. It's not a title decider, but it's a very significant game in the title making. If Arsenal wins tonight, it gives them the boost and it gives them, the extra point they need to create that gap between Man City. But I'll just say, I'll put my money on Arsenal. I know I might regret this, but I put my money on Arsenal in the sense that I've seen them, the way they've played all season. They've beaten everybody very neatly, very consistent in the way they've been playing from pre-season. So it's the first time they've dropped 2 points consecutively. They lost, and then they dropped 2 points. So I still rate Arsenal, and it will all depend on who scores for this type of game. Who scores first, at what time they score, and we just have to wait to see. But I put my money on Arsenal. I'm not a fan anyway, so.
I was going to ask you that question. You sound like an Arsenal fan. You gave yourself away
I am
there.
not an Arsenal fan.
All right, thank you, James Omomotola.